Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. I am Irfan La from University of Engineering and Technology, Peshawar, Abbottabad campus, Department of Architecture. My registration number 15 AVRC 0554, class number 37, page 13, semester 10. Today I want to discuss about the midterm examination of professional practice. The first question that I will discuss about is the fixed price contract. Today I will show you what is contract. Contract is basically an agreement. Contract, a written or spoken agreement, especially one concerning employment, sales, or tenancy that is intended to be enforced by Allah. Contract is basically is done between the two parties. One is the seller, the other is the buyer. So it will be based on the law, which is the national and also the international law. There are different types of contract. The first one is the fixed price contract, the second one is the cost reimbursable contract, and the third one is the time and material contract. There are large types of contract, because the cost plus contract, lump sum contract, calendar contract, EPC engineering procurement construction contract, item rate contract, percentage contract, piece rate contract. But these are different types and variation in contracts, but I will discuss you these lump sum contract in detail. In lump sum contract, fixed price contract, the contractor evaluating the value of work is per document available. Mainly these document can be specification and the drawings. In pre-tender stage, contract evaluate the cost of the execute the project based on the above documents, such as drawings, specification, schedules, and other queries. Basically, the tender document is provided to a contractor. They can read it in a details. In 2 to 3 days, they can give you a lump sum rate. For example, a project is 100 crore, so they can give you 100 crore or 110 crore, 120 crore, so they can give you a single value. So after that, we will comes to the firm fixed price contract. Firm fixed price contract, commonly used contract. No change price, no surprise, because if you design a backyard in your house, and you can go for the firm fixed price contract, but if you want to adding a railing, so it will be charging more extra. If you want to change the contracts, air railings, so the contract will be also changed. You can give extra price to date, extra money to date work. And the second one is the EPIF, fixed price incentive fee. In this, the price is fixed, but can be awarded an incentive, because if you can complete the work before if you can complete your work before 3 weeks, so you will be awarded with the incentive fee. But in this kind of work, focus on a quality of work. The second thing that one is the FPEPA, fixed price with economic price adjustment, because this kind of a contract is used on the basis of the dollar, because the dollar rate is up and down, so the economy of the world is up and down, so that and for longer period of time, so this kind of contract can be used. The second one is the contract fixed price cost reimbursable. Basically, the time and material contract is the hybridization of cost reimbursable and the fixed price. The second thing is the cost reimbursable contract types. So in this, cost plus fixed fee contract. Cost plus fixed fee contract, in a sense that the cost of the project is 100 crore, but a fixed fee is given. For example, 10 lakh will be awarded to a contractor. So this is cost plus fixed fee. The second one is cost plus incentive fee, because if a contractor can complete their work before 3 days, before, for example, before 3 months, so it will be awarded an incentive fee. The second one is cost plus award fee. It will be awarded in a Petronas Tower in Malaysia. The 2 buildings are constructed. So the 2 buildings are constructed. One is given to one contractor, the other is given to the another contractor. So they can complete both more quick. And those who can complete their work before the time, so it will be avoided. Time and material is much more matter, because the time and material are the key factor in contracts and also in architecture and in every field of construction. So these are the types of contracts who get the advantages. So it will be detailed in the slides, that how we can get the advantages to the seller and also the contractor. In which contract, in fixed price contract, contractor is at risk side and the seller is not at risk side. For example, if I have a project, so we'll think about that how we can do this project. So what type of contract we can use for this? I think we can use a lump sum contract. Why lump sum? Because the project is too small and it can be complete. There is no project, no need and a complicated work. So for this we can use the lump sum contract. The lump sum contract is basically a contract which principal owner agree pay by a contractor specified amount for completing the work. So an agreement where the supplier and price undertake all specified contract work and employees agree to pay for the price stated upon the completion. So contract no need to execute the completing, expect the completing work cost. And the second one is the advantages. Owner will pay for actual time work. Contractor may gain more profit only by use less manpower and material for construction. Owner carry minimal risk. Contractor can take more risk. Disadvantages: contractor use low quality material to save cost and increase profit. Building construction plan must be complete before execute the activities. Contractor carry risk. If underestimate cost of the project, contractor may work slowly because he being paid for his time. So after that we will go to the difference of contract. तो lump sum और others में हमारे पास क्या फ़र्क होता है? तो the total cost of the project is fixed, the cost of the project is not fixed due to the type of the contract. Bill of quantity is not provided. Contain bill of quantity in the contract. Suitable for small projects, suitable for large project. So it's all about the contracts and we'll detail and today I will discuss about the bespoke architecture. In bespoke architecture, we can focus on site analysis and also location of the site, geographical location of the site, and the culture of the site, means which type of culture and people are live in that area, the topography of the site, which can be shown in a sketch, and also the religion has a dominant factor in architecture, and also the light and ventilations is a great importance in architecture, and a flat land and a contour land planning, and a culture wise variation, and also a traditional street designs, modern designs, the designs that can be blend with their nature, is also the part of our today topic. First of all, we explain to the bespoke architecture: design in a way that the client to part with their money, blend your desire with your creativities. Bespoke architecture form is a form in New Zealand. Our passion is to create homes and commercial property which reflect your tastes and needs while relating harmoniously with the environment it sit in. This may sound obvious that we design for our clients not to win awards, which is nice. However, when we do and we do not live our work in the building we design, you do. At Bespoke, it's all about you and what you want. We are the people who can make it happen for you. So bespoke because in architecture the sites also tell you that what typology of building and what are the principles that can be used for designing this building. This is my academic project that I designed in near to Pyala Lake at Batakundi, 55 km away from Naran and 2 to 3 km from Lorasar National Park. And the project is basically in a contour area, so we can play with the contour and designing in such a way they do not disturb the contour and also feed the part of their site. So variation in project due to geographical location and minimal and mind of change in user and designer. For example, variation of project of flat land and topography, style of architecture and bespoke. Person can produce good designs, a good client produce good building, because the every architect, the user and the client mind is changed. So the amalgamation of all these can produce a new style of architecture. The site analysis has a great role because the site analysis convinced me to be such a kind of architecture that is familiar with the topography. The second one is the flat line in architecture. The flat line architecture, just house for DC Abbottabad. So the landscape that we designed is a convenient inspiration from the Abbottabad hilly area, and also we can provide a waterfall in that area, so that can reduce the effect of that hilly area. The second thing about the light and shadow, because light and shadow has a great dominance in the architecture field. So this is the workshop that we can attend with the Marco Mai Museum of Light, so we can understand the light study and also implementing it to with the UAT consultancy in a project of mosque. We can use the Islamic architecture Jarokas and Jalis, so they can facilitate the horizontal and vertical planes, and also producing such a light that can enhance the prayer time, and also the ventilation from this window can enhance the internal user. And this is a very small mosque for a 45 to 40%, but this mosque has a great dominance due to the light penetration and the shadow analysis that we can use in this mosque can increase the effect on the whole buildings. And this is all about the Pyala Lake site at National Park, Lulusar. So the design is totally changed because of the topography. I will show you in this contour model that how the design can be changed, because the overall building is placed around this lake, because the lake has a very great importance, a 4 canal lake, so it is a natural and we can use in our sites. The second thing that we can tell about the culture, because this is a project that we can design for a Galia Development Authority. This is a traditional bazaar at Monkey Spot in Natia Gali. So the main thing in the main concept that we can use in this is we can use a curvilinear geometry, so that all of the vehicle can merge at a single point. The second thing that we can use the Islamic architecture arches and also the shops and the traditional way material in the also the pathways and every area. The second thing is the religious architecture license analysis, because in Christian the church has a very great effect of natural light, because they has a very great dominance of light. And also in Islamic architecture we can use the light through Jaroka and Jalis for ventilation, and also for harsh climate and also for cooler region they can also use this pattern for a ventilation and light. The second thing that we can design a building in Nadia Gali for Lokman, a client with Lokman for with UAT consultancy. The main thing is that designing that they say that there are a lot of architects with them and they can design with them, but he says that I want to design this building on a UAT consultancy. They can be more familiar with the contour planning. So the parking of this building is on third floor because play with the contour. So also the building that can be designed in a contour is totally different from a flat land. And also the material and green architecture that can be the part of that area, and the material cladding that can be used is from the site that can enhance and blending with the nature. The second thing is the light and the trees effect on this building, so we can use the greenery on the balconies that can affect the internal building light and shade, and also the coziness of the site. The second thing that I can talk about the modern architecture, because some clients want a modern architecture that doesn't need and like the traditional architecture. So this is the project done by architect Habibullah in Swat. So it's all about that the client want a modern design, so they can design a modern buildings according to the bespoke. This is the building that I can design in the COVID-19 in this session. So this is basically a clinic that I can design for a doctor in Shab Qadar. So the main thing is about the color, because I can prefer it to first in the first discussion we decided it should be a white color building, but he says that the color of that area is a red soil so they can want that the building color also be that one, so it will be the part of that area, and also it will be not dustable, because the white color building in such a dustable area cannot look like good. So it will be the part of that area and the dust cannot be seen on this building, so it will enhance their beauty again and again. So it's all about the bespoke architecture. The overall conclusion: the site analysis, the client mind, the topography of the site, the religion, light and shadow study in cooler and harsh region, and also the traditional. These all the modern, the style of architecture. These all are about in bespoke architecture, because every architecture site, every building can spoke their language, wherever they are modern, they are traditional, which area they are belong. So it's all about the bespoke